Hello, welcome everybody. This is Dr. Bolad, board certified physician in cardiology, interventional cardiology, and internal medicine, certified by the American Board of Internal Medicine. If you are new to this channel, then definitely consider hitting the subscribe button below and switch on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos that I post. For my subscribers, thank you for your continued support. Today, I will talk to you about sugars added to foods and drinks and the development of heart disease. I will first explain the types of sugars, their effect on the heart, and towards the end of the video, I will talk about the current recommendations of how much added sugar is thought to be safe to keep our hearts healthy. In a balanced diet, carbohydrates should make 45 to 65% of caloric intake, proteins 10 to 35%, and fats 20 to 35% of the caloric intake. Both the quantity and type of carbohydrates, example whole grain versus refined grain, have differential effects on glucose level after food intake. And the recommendations is that added sugars should be limited and comprise no more than 10% of the total calories consumed. Almost half of the added sugars in the American diet comes from one source, which is sugary sweetened drinks. The other half comes from baked foods, candy, cereals, and desserts. Naturally occurring sugars, example from fruit or milk, are not considered added sugars. Sugars are a type of carbohydrate, and like all carbohydrates, contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen molecules. Sugars are classified into monosaccharides. These include glucose, which is dextrose, fructose, which is fruit sugar, and galactose, which is milk sugar. Disaccharides, which contain two monosaccharide molecules linked together, include sucrose, which is table sugar, and it is made of glucose and fructose. Lactose, which is milk sugar and contains glucose and galactose. And maltose, which is malt sugar and contains two glucose molecules. Polysaccharides contain more than 10 monosaccharide molecules linked together, and an example is the starch. No matter how complex a carbohydrate is, once in our body, all carbohydrates are broken down to three simple monosaccharide sugars: glucose, fructose, and galactose. Added sugars have multiple effects on our bodies. Added sugars have been shown to increase our blood pressure. Several studies examined the relationship between sugar intake and increase in blood pressure. In this study, administration of a fructose load to individuals was associated with an increase in blood pressure over a 2-hour period after ingestion compared to individuals who had water or just glucose. In this other study, administration of large amounts of sucrose, mainly as beverages, in overweight individuals as compared to others taking sweeteners, was associated with an increase in blood pressure after 10 weeks. I also have to point out that the association of sugar intake and increase in blood pressure was not found in other studies. Nonetheless, the signal is clear, and that sugar should be avoided to reduce the risk of increased blood pressure. Increased intake of added sugars have been shown to increase the risk of developing coronary heart disease. In this meta-analysis of prospective studies of over 173,000 individuals, intake of sugar in the form of sugar-sweetened beverages was associated with increased risk of development of coronary heart disease. In this other study of 127,000 individuals, a strong positive association was found between food intake rich in refined starches and the development of coronary heart disease. Added sugars can also lead to death from heart disease. A study of the time trends of added sugar consumption as percentage of daily calories in the United States have shown that most US adults consume more added sugar than is recommended for a healthy diet, and that there was a significant relationship between added sugar consumption and increased risk of heart death from cardiovascular disease. Added sugar also have detrimental effects on other organs. They can affect the brain and lead to cognitive problems such as dementia and Alzheimer's disease. They can affect the pancreas and lead to diabetes and pancreatic cancer. They can also cause liver disease, kidney disease, as well as retina, muscle, and nerve damage. The American Heart Association recommends that we limit our added sugar to 9 teaspoons, which is 36 grams per day for most men, and 6 teaspoons, which is 25 grams per day for women and for children over the age of 2. I suggest that in order to know how much added sugar you have in your drink or meal, that you look at the nutritional facts as shown here. The arrow points at the added sugars. Again, the daily recommendation for men is 36 grams and for women is 25 grams. If you have any question about what I presented to you today, then subscribe to my channel and share your question in the comment section below, and I will reply to you. If you have a question that you would not like to share in public, then follow me on Twitter at Dr. Bolad and send me a private Twitter direct message and I will reply to you. If you found value in this video, then please like and share this video with family and friends. This is Dr. Bolad, helping you with your heart health. Thanks for watching and talk to you soon.